Have you ever wondered why rubbing a balloon on your hair makes it stick to a wall? Or why you get a little shock when you touch a metal doorknob after walking on a carpet? These everyday phenomena are governed by a fundamental principle of physics known as Coulomb's law. First, let's delve into what is Coulomb's law. In the late 18th century, a French physicist by the name of Charles-Augustin de Coulomb discovered a simple yet profound law that explains the forces between two charged particles. He found that the force between these two charges is directly proportional to the product of their charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Now that might sound a bit complicated, but don't worry, it's simpler than it seems. Imagine two charged particles. We'll call them A and B. The force between them depends on three things: the charge of particle A, the charge of particle B, and the distance between them. If the charges of A and B are large, the force between them will also be large. But if the distance between them increases, the force decreases. And this isn't a linear relationship. It decreases rapidly, as it's inversely proportional to the square of the distance. This relationship is what we call Coulomb's law, and we can express it as an equation. F equals K times Q1 times Q2 divided by R squared, where F is the force between the charges, K is a constant known as Coulomb's constant, Q1 and Q2 are the charges, and R is the distance between the charges. Now, there's one more important aspect to consider. The force can be either attractive or repulsive. If the charges are of the same type, they repel each other, like two positive charges or two negative charges. But if they're of opposite types, they attract each other, like a positive and a negative charge. So, what does all this mean in practical terms? Coulomb's law has far-reaching applications in many fields of science and technology. It's essential in understanding how electric fields work, how charged particles behave, and even in the design of electrical and electronic devices. To summarize, Coulomb's law is a fundamental principle that describes the force between two charged particles. It states that this force is directly proportional to the product of the charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. And depending on the type of charges, this force can be either attractive or repulsive. So the next time you see a balloon stick to a wall or feel a shock from a doorknob, you'll know that it's all thanks to the workings of Coulomb's law. A simple equation, yet a powerful tool in understanding the world around us.